still a young signal caller in this league, second year in the NFL. But I don't know if last year as a rookie, if he would have worked through his progressions like he did on that touchdown pass.
I think you're right about that. We're seeing him grow up right in front of our eyes because when he went to his primary read, he recognized that they were all over that. So he continued to survey the field, picked up another target, delivered a pass exactly where it needed to be. A very mature play for the second-year quarterback.
Back out is Shudak here as he'll send this one away. And he'll just sit on this one as their drive will start at the 25. The offense for Las Vegas about set to begin the drive. This drive here beginning probably with a pair of motivated groups. Remember, the offense scored a touchdown. Their last time out, looking to repeat that in Charles' defense. They were very frustrated after giving up 6 the last time on the field.
And frankly, it's just a battle of wills in a lot of ways because you know they're both motivated. They both game plan for this drive, and they both have specific outcomes in mind. To me, it just comes down to who can execute better and which side can step up and assert its will over the other.
Here's a throw to his running back. It's complete. Oh, heck of a move. And taking it across midfield and inside the 45. 14 yards is the pickup there and a Raider first.
So many times in my career I've heard coaches talk about completions are one thing. But as long as we're there at the catch and we get guys on the ground, we can live with that. But if you're going to give up 10, 12, 15 yards after the catch, then your defense is going to be in a lot of trouble.
Play action now. Prescott. Oh, he's going to let this go for the end zone. That's going to be knocked away and incomplete.
Well, their first 2 drives yielded touchdowns, so there's no reason for them to feel like they have to pull back on the reins. They pushed it downfield, looking for another one right there. Didn't get it, but we know they're going to continue to be bold.
Now a 2nd and 10. Prescott. He'll let this go for the end zone. And that's going to be caught for a Raider touchdown. 2 first-half touchdown passes now for Dak Prescott. And the Raiders have taken a 2-touchdown lead now. Extra point right down the middle. And it's now 21-7. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. Nwangu now from his end zone. And no alley to be found. The coverage was solid, and he's dropped at the 18. The Minnesota offense about ready to get this next drive underway. 3-2, their record through the first 5 games of the year as they got the victory last week. It's still early, just October, but what have you seen from these guys so far?
Well, what I've seen is a team that's still figuring out all their pieces because they've got some new faces from a year ago, add in some new draft picks. Sometimes it takes a month or so before you really start to gel as a team and for those players to figure out their roles. But right now, I see them starting to elevate.
Meanwhile, the throw here is complete. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. Second catch for him today, and it'll wind up a first down. They'll try the left side. It's Norton. And this one not going anywhere. They get him at the 44 for a gain of just a yard. The Vikings at 3-2, a game over 500 here to start the season. And they were winners their last time out, so they'll be looking to make it 2 in a row.
And so much about football, partner, comes down to mindset. Being in the right frame of mind, and the best way to get in that good frame of mind, winning. So they come in feeling good. They've got the home crowd behind them. I think they're going to be tough to beat in this one.
And he's going to be intercepted a 3rd time. And a big return will get him all the way down to the 35. Following throwing the interception. Here's Prescott. He's going to take a shot right away for the end zone. And this is intercepted, but they'll say out of bounds. So very close to a turnover there in the end zone. 2nd and 10. Looking to throw. Prescott. The pass taken in by Mayer. And he's going to get this down near the 25. And they're going to hurry back to the line now. Prescott off play action. Able to find the open man. That's complete. And he gets it inside the 10 to the 9. A chance to really cap off a big first half here as they come up on 1st and goal. To throw is Prescott. And he'll just get rid of it.
The way he's been slinging in the first half, you expect everything he throws to go for a touchdown, but I guess he's going to have to wait to try and pick up that 3rd, isn't he?
Yeah, I thought he had him for a second, but you're right, not to be. Prescott yet again. And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete.
I think he had to unload that one before he wanted to. He was right up in his grill. I think he was a dentist there without a license, don't you?
Just not enough time for the play to develop. Just lucky it wasn't a fumble, really. Prescott on 3rd and goal. Touchdown, Raiders! 3 touchdown passes now for Dak Prescott. And the Raiders will extend their lead in the final minute of the half. Extra point splits the uprights, and the lead now to 3 touchdowns at 21. On as the Raider kickoff unit now as they will send this one away. Nwangu now from his end zone. And only able to get this to the 19, so probably should have opted for the touchback.
Their own 19-yard line.
Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. And what do you think goes on here in this situation? If you got the football, you're trailing, you're back in your own territory with just a little time. Do you try something?
You're thinking about jump-starting your team, right? You just mentioned it. They're down. They're trying to get back into the game. But you got to figure if something goes wrong, you may have put yourself in a spot where you may not be able to come back in the second half. Managing risk is a big decision here.
Now the Vikings will use the 2nd of their timeouts, as they'll stop it with just over 40 seconds to go in the first half. On 1st and 10, Decker winds up and lets it go for Samuel. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Jacorian Bennett has it. And the Raiders are going to get the football here at their own 40-yard line.
They'll take over 1st and 10 at their own 40-yard line.
They've got good starting field position as they come up here 1st and 10 at the 40. Here's Prescott. Flush to his right. That one into the hands of Adams downfield. The Raiders going to use one of their timeouts as the stoppage will come with 23 seconds to go till halftime. So now then, the big play has them all the way inside the 30 now, 1st and 10. On play action, Prescott. That's going to be caught. Touchdown. Dak Prescott now 4 touchdown passes on the afternoon. And the Raiders are able to add on to their first half lead. Point after up and good. And the route is on here in this first half. So not much time to speak of remaining in this first half as the kick's away. Nwangu now from his end zone. And just shutting him off there. And he's only going to make it to the 13-yard line and no further. The Minnesota offense about ready to get this next drive underway. And the ball backed way up, so thinking with this amount of time on the clock, probably just sit on it, and we'll see these two teams go to the lockers.
Yeah, I don't think you want to overthink it in this situation. Either side of the ball. Just go ahead and finish up the half and get on out and talk about it.
One play has him to the 37 here for 1st and 10. Looking to throw. Decker. He's going to look deep for more. And oh my goodness, here's a 5th interception. Picked off by Nate Hobbs. And the Raiders are going to have it here at their own 9-yard line. Final play of the first half, barring a penalty, as they come up on 1st and 10. Final play of the half, Prescott. He finds Mayer here. And he'll be out of bounds, but able to get it up past the 45. First half in the books. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. Welcome back. Charles and I settled into the booth, ready for quarter number 3. The Vikings set to receive the second half kickoff, and they trail it here as we resume play. Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. CD, they certainly know the hole that they face as they begin the second half. They have to do what precious few teams have done in NFL history. That's try to come back from a 4-possession deficit.
And, partner, you know as that team gathers, they're saying to each other, you never say never, right? Because if you're on an NFL roster, that's how you have to think. You can always come back and win a ball game. And let's face it, we saw a certain Super Bowl, a 25-point lead late that wasn't enough to put someone away. But that being said, this task is near impossible. Let's face it. And bottom line is, it officially becomes impossible if this possession is an empty one.
Now throwing on 3rd down there, but he cannot connect.
You get the sense that they're saying we're not playing up to what we're capable of, and we're deep enough into the game that the early jitters are long gone, that they should now have some sense of continuity and be able to make some of these plays that they have not been doing so far.
They'll take this to the other side of midfield before going out of bounds. 21 yards there, a big play on 4th down. So here's a 1st and 10 now in Raider territory at the 49-yard line. Complete out to Samuel on the quick throw. And that play will go nowhere. Losing yardage back near midfield at the 49. They'll stick with the passing game as he looks to throw. Here's one deep for Pickens. And he drops it incomplete. And their struggles continue here.
That's some good closing speed there defensively, because that looked open for a minute. But that's great work with the ball in the air. Never gave up, converged on his man, and broke the play up.
7th play of this drive coming up, but a long way to go on 3rd down. And down he goes, brought down a Raiders sack. And the defense coming through on 3rd down, a loss of 7 to bring up 4th. The Vikings send out their punter, and surprisingly, this is the first punt of the game for either team. And he takes us beyond the 35 before going out of bounds. 21 yards. Well done on the return. And the Raiders will take over now 1st and 10. The Raider offense set to get this drive started. Well, it's hard to imagine the first half going any better for them, CD, and now here as they begin their first series of the second half. I mean, they score here. This one, it's pretty much got a man. It's caught at the 6-yard line. And he will score. Touchdown, Las Vegas. Devin Duvernay. 2 catches, 2 touchdowns here so far. And the Raiders have taken a 5-touchdown lead. Point after, right down the middle. And the lead grows even larger here in the 3rd quarter. On is the Raider kickoff unit now as they will send this one away. Nwangu now from his end zone. And he had no room to run as he's tackled down inside the 20. Throwing to start the drive. Decker. He's got a man on the crossing route. That's Moore. Stopped at the 24-yard line after a gain of 5. From the 24 now, here's 2nd and 5.
At the 24-yard line.
They'll try the left side. It's Norton. And he gets this one just shy of the 40. They'll mark him down at the 39. So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. They'll keep it on the ground. Norton. He'll take it past the 40 to the 41, 2nd down.
They went right back to him, but he pretty much had nowhere to go on that play.
Now, the previous carry looked pretty good. That one, maybe he was a little tired. I don't know.
Yeah, maybe he should have tapped out and had a second back come in and maybe make that run. Who knows?
Now this one to his tight end out on the right side. And he'll be out of bounds just shy of the 40. 17 yards, 1st down, Vikings. Back to throw. Decker. Looking left side, and he's got a man. That's Norton. And they went the wrong way there. Losing yardage back at the 43-yard line. To throw on 2nd down. Decker. He's got this to Pickens. And he gets this one inside the 15, just a yard or 2 shy of the 10. Back to throw again. Toward the end zone, but that's going to wind up incomplete.
Another attempt, another incompletion, and when I look at the scoreboard and where we are in this game, it comes to mind that they have to start getting the ball in the hands of their playmakers. Throw it to the guys that maybe can take a short pass and turn it into a long gain or make people miss downfield. They've got to have points, and the guys who can put the ball in the end zone, they're the ones that need to touch the ball.
9th play of the drive coming up, and certainly not an easy one on 3rd and long. And it's caught in the end zone. Touchdown, Minnesota. George Pickens, a 15-yard touchdown grab. And the Vikings are able to claw one back. Extra point up and good by Shudak. And that'll cut the lead down a bit to 28. So here's Shudak following the touchdown, back out to kick off. Fair catch going to be taken, and this will be moved out to the 25. The Las Vegas offense ready to start this next drive. Well, partner, you know, coaches always say that every play is designed to score a touchdown. Sometimes that's not really true, but last drive, that was the case. One play to get into the end zone, and now they'll try to duplicate that success here.
And it's rare for those moments to happen. Incredible when they do. And you saw the celebration. Pure, unbridled joy after that one.
The 2nd down attempt there knocked down as it leaves the quarterback's hand, and it's incomplete. And this should be the final play before the quarter ends. Off the play fake, Prescott. Work in the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete. And he will finally be taken down. But how about that play? It's a big one on the final act of the 3rd quarter. So both teams trade touchdowns in the 3rd as we're through 3 quarters. So the big play changes the complexion of things. Here's 1st and 10 just outside the 30. Throwing, Prescott. There goes a deep ball, end zone. And that is incomplete.
Partner, you and I have struggled with this for years. You've got the lead. Just take care of the football and burn some of that clock. But there's something to be said for not taking your foot off the gas as well, because you can never have too big of a cushion. That one, though, falls incomplete.
Pass thrown to Adams. He's got it on the crossing route. And finally, down he goes as they work it inside the 10 to the 7. Play fake. Here's Prescott. And it's caught. Touchdown, Raiders. Michael Mayer, a beast in the red zone with his 2nd touchdown of the game. And the Raiders add on to their lead, and they appear poised to break this long losing streak. Extra point right down the middle. And this one was over a while ago as they just add on to that big lead. Nwangu now from his end zone. And only able to get this to the 19, so probably should have opted for the touchback.
At their own 19-yard line.
The Minnesota offense about ready to get this next drive underway. Where we stand right now in the fourth quarter, this one pretty much out of reach. And, Charles, I know they're going to be disappointed about several things with this ball game, but the self-inflicted wounds, they've had several turnovers. You would have to think that's going to be something they're going to discuss heavily in the film session in the coming days.
You're absolutely right about that, partner, because they're going to have to sit in that film room and watch every error that they made and figure out how to not do it in the future. And mentally, I think a lot of the guys are already starting to think about, okay, how do we put this behind us and get better for the next time out? This, they'll use as motivation for the rest of the time that they play to hopefully never be in this type of situation again.
And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. On 3rd and 2, Decker, and he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete.
We've seen this quite a few times in this game. Offensive line unable to keep leverage, unable to keep people away, facing a lot of pressure. Fortunate just to get rid of it.
One of the reasons they're down is that inability, though, to stop the pressure. And now here's another interception. And the Raiders are going to take over a couple of yards shy of midfield.
They'll take over 1st and 10 at their own 48-yard line.
The offense for Las Vegas about set to begin the drive. And after the interception, they are sitting in an even better spot with the ball and a comfortable fourth quarter lead. Prescott's throws on target to Duvernay. Yeah, he will go out right near the 35-yard line. Successful start to the drive, 17 yards. It moves the sticks. Prescott on 1st down. And that one off the mark behind him, incomplete.
Partner, in the sportsmanship handbook, there's something to be said for calling the dogs off in a blowout. But these defenders, they also know this is the NFL, and it's their job to stop them, whether they're in the game or they're down by a handful of touchdowns.
Meanwhile, Prescott's had this throw brought in here by Mayer. And the offense moving quickly to the line. From the red zone now, Prescott. They swing that out wide to Jacobs. And they're going to lose some on this play. Being knocked back to the 18. Play action now, Prescott. Over the middle, and Mayer hauls it in. And this offense on 3rd down today, they've been good. 3 for 4 thus far. They need just a yard here. It's 3rd and 1. He needed 2, he got 1, and that's going to leave him with 4th down at a yard. Prescott to throw it. On the crossing route, complete. It's Adams. And now this is going to be close. The defense says they stopped him, and they did. The Raiders try it on 4th down, but to no avail. And the Vikings defense is going to get the football back. Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. Well, we said it at halftime that they would need a nearly perfect second half to erase that deficit that they were facing, CD. But unfortunately, the second half has pretty much been a carbon copy of the first.
Yeah, that early lead was almost insurmountable the way their opponent was playing. And, partner, they do have some good news, though. This one is getting close to being over, and they can try and hit the reset button starting tomorrow.
The throw over the middle taken in. And he's going to get this one across the 30-yard line. And quickly, they get to the line.
1st and 10 at the 32-yard line.
Throwing on 1st down. Decker taking a shot for Samuel. And my goodness, another interception. Picked off by Nate Hobbs. And the Raiders are going to get the football back at their own 17. Following the interception, here's Prescott. He hits Adams, complete. And they work this well upfield across the 45. The big play has them all the way out near midfield for a 1st and 10. Well, Prescott here to throw. And that one going to come up short. Low throw. Well, up big here in the fourth quarter, up really big. That passing incompletion, I don't think they needed the completion, but, Charles, this is an offense right now that they're just having fun. They're clicking on all cylinders.
Yeah, you're right. They didn't need a completion. They certainly don't need any more points. But they're not going to turn them down. They're going to continue to run what they have in their playbook, and they still want to run it efficiently.
And now it looks like they're going to be in the hurry-up. To the air again, Prescott. And down he goes. They sack him back right around the 41-yard line. From the shotgun, it's Prescott. It's caught here by Adams. A big gain there after going backwards, and that'll lead to a third down. They'll come to the line, needing only 2 yards to gain the first here. Prescott on 3rd and 2. That is caught. And the Raiders are going to have 1st and goal coming up as they're able to convert there on 3rd and 2. The Raiders going to use one of their timeouts. It's just their first. They've got 2 more to use here in the final stages. Running the jet sweep as Prescott backs it forward. And he's going to press this one forward as they stop it right around the 1.
And a lot of times these plays, they either go for nothing or they go for big yardage. And here, they got to the outside, turned it upfield, and ended up getting a nice little gain out of it.
Off the option, that's complete. And with inside of 10 seconds, 8 to be precise, we get whistles and a timeout on the field. 3rd and goal as they look to pour some more salt in the wound. They'll run it with Jacobs. And he will get into the end zone. It's another touchdown. This thing is ugly. Now the extra point. Flip it to the kicker. He looks like he's going to throw it. It's caught at the 5. And he gets in. Well, no one was expecting a fake there, but they add 2 more onto their lead. On is the Raider kickoff unit now as they will send this one away. Nwangu now from his end zone. And he'll be stopped right around where he would have been had he gone down to a knee, maybe a yard shy of there at the 24.
At their own 24-yard line.
Let's go now.
One final shot. They'll look to throw. And that will be incomplete as time has run out on this football game. So this one a victory for the Las Vegas Raiders. And I tell you what, I can't remember a defensive performance as good as this one. They seemingly forced turnover after turnover after turnover every time you turned around.